Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are doing fantastic. Today's build video is called Vile Corruption. It is a setup that takes advantage of the damage over time mechanic within Division 2. It has a bonus of 55% status effect. It is quite lethal in PvP, highly potent against Bulwark and Adrenaline Rush users. It is also versatile, so any weapon of choice will fit right in. This is indeed an armor breaker and will leave your enemies feeling like vegetables when you're done with them. Without further ado, let's get into the build. Right here we're going to be utilizing the Vile Exotic Mask, Trauma Talent, and Perfectly Wicked Talent. Our goal here is to take advantage of the exotic perks on the mask and build our entire setup around it. And as a result of that, you might see some rainbow colors within this build. The Vile Exotic perk says that status effects deal damage over time, and the total damage is equal to 50% of what your concussion grenade does. And it is also amplified by status effect attributes. This means if we pair it up with trauma, we can proc 2 damage over time effects at once. This means that having status effect rolled into your armor pieces will buff both the mask and the trauma talent. In our choice of gear pieces, I figured it will be the best thing to go with Walker Harris for the weapon damage and the armor damage. I slotted in a Gilligard piece for the armor bonus, and of course we have Firm Handshake, which is a named piece from the Dark Zone vendor, and this one gives us 15% bonus status effects, and it also gives us some SMG damage which synergizes well with Our Lady Death. Finally, on the backpack we have Anarchist Cookbook. This is a golden gear piece that gives us Perfectly Wicked Talent, and as most of you can already see, one piece of golden gear gives us an extra 10% status effect. Altogether, we have a total of 55% status effect, the maximum crit chance at 60%, 74% critical damage, 11% armor damage, and 1.2 million armor. That is just beautiful. That is amazing. Those are some of the numbers that you want to be looking for if you're creating something identical to this one. The interesting thing about this build is that even if you didn't hit your target in the chest and you hit them in the head, you will still proc Toxic Delivery, which is the trait from the Exotic Mask. Now, as I said in the very beginning of this video, this build is quite versatile, so you can swap out Lady Death for another SMG or even throw in Pestilent for Plague of the Outcast. That means you will be seeing 3 damage over time effects whenever you hit enemies in the chest, and that is just one of those beautiful things you want to be looking at. Now, the possibilities with this build is endless, so if you ever want to get out there and get out of the popular meta, get out of the Foundry Bulwark or the Adrenaline Rush and Intimidate combo, then this is one of those things that I will suggest that you try and check it out. With that said though, thank you very much for watching. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
I know you get it on your own, girl, I won't disagree. But seeing how we both alone tonight, you rollin' with me. Throw it up once for my homies in the pen. Throw up the deuce for my ladies and their friends. If your clothes get lost, well tonight that means you win. So take a picture, make a picture when it hits you. I'll be with you, nothing quick and saying, Mr. Oh, how you so smooth?